Taskmaster.
Oh, no way!
Wait, what?
Oh my god, it's another Bosch!
Welcome to Taskmaster. I'm not the Taskmaster. I'm Adam from FWCI, and this is Taskmaster, the Champion of Champions Outtakes. I can only find two videos. One's got Mortimer, my mate, and Josh Whitcomb, so that must be Champion of Champions 1. It's not really labelled as that though. And then there's a Champion of Champions 3 outtakes, but I can't find any from number 2. I'm assuming Ed Gamble had them all removed from the internet. Now, if you want a full-length version of this reaction, go to patreon.com/FWCI and make sure you subscribe here on YouTube because things are coming very soon. People are hyped for it, and so am I. Did Bob Mortimer win his series? Why am I blanking on that? I didn't think he did. Well, he should have. He's fucking great. I just watched him on Last One Laughing, which was hilarious, and I just last night watched his episode of, what do you call it? Travel Man, 48 Hours in Hamburg, which was okay. I wasn't a massive fan of that. It was kind of a low-key kind of show. I feel like it's more aimed for older people whose sense of humor may not always cross over with my own, but it was still hilarious listening to Bob and Richard Ayoade very subtly talk about what they think about the things they're doing in Hamburg. So I'm going to jump right into this. This is Taskmaster, Champion of Champions, Extended Outtake. Shit and Stuff is the name of this video.
I've brought in a picture that my son drew when he was about 5, and it was featured in the exhibition of his year's artwork. He drew dog dirt.
Yes, I recall this.
Was it on display at the school?
Yes, it was their little exhibition at the end of the year. In the middle there, it looks like maybe he's eaten a parrot. See its little beak there.
Yeah. Looks like a semicolon. I don't know if he was trying to...
It came out of a colon.
Well done, Greg.
Were you genuinely embarrassed?
Not really.
He was incredibly proud.
It's lovely to see them together, the bride's legs, that is. And my elder brother had to go out, keep the peace and get them back in.
Are they still together?
No.
Just so you know, that's Bob's 23rd reference to feces across his programme.
23 references to duty.
Go for 50.
You can do it. Well, thanks.
Maybe I should just do one.
Yeah, I think Rob's mentioned poo twice. But
I've not said anything yet. That's my great secret. I've only ever done 2 shits.
Yeah.
You can tell, look at the face.
What's that?
What ages?
7 and 21, I'm spacing them out.
So we should stop talking about shit for a while. Josh, have you had a shit today? They're already they're already cross with me. Stop. It's interesting. I mean, there's a shock.
Other the producers like, can you stop talking about shit? We can't use any of this, please.
Greggs that sell pasties that make you fat. What the Here I am.
It makes sense. Become their spokesperson.
Tradesman around my house. Tradespeople, sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a lesson for you people at home. If you make an appointment, stick to it.
This is...
That reminded me of Brooklyn Nine-Nine in the episode, Series 6, episode 14. Am I getting that right? The Hot Box, where it's just, the whole episode is Fry and Holt interrogating this dude about a murder. And it ends up just completely triggering Captain Holt. And he winds up just like lashing into this dude. It's crazy. I'll even put it on.
Medical practitioners have co-opted the word doctor.
Okay, Captain.
Now, I know we live in a world where anything can mean anything, and nobody even cares about etymology. Apparently that's a trigger for me.
Yeah.
That sudden explosion into, like, deeply triggered kind of like ranting. That's what Greg just reminded me of there. That shit kicked off.
I mean, this is a lesson for you people at home. If you make an appointment, stick to it.
This is.
What's happening there?
That was taken from a cast, and that is exactly what my genitals look like. Snip, snip, out it goes.
Yeah. Alright, so unfortunately the quality of that was terrible, but that was a lot of fun getting to witness some outtakes from Champion of Champions that I've never seen. And you know what? The crappy quality makes it feel like I'm like, Indiana Jones, except for trying to find the glowing rocks. I'm trying to find Taskmaster outtakes. Couple that together into some sort of joke in the comments if you can. Champion of Champions 3 outtakes. Let's go.
It gave me confidence. And then, like an idiot, I thought, well, do you know what I'll do? I've got a gig tonight. That's in Auckland, in New Zealand, for the 1,500 people. Why don't I put the wig on and do the gig in the wig?
Oh, really?
And never mention it. Wouldn't that be a funny joke with the audience?
Yes.
I wonder would they say anything. This is what they say.
Really? Oh, I want to just like soak this in for a moment, because Dara in the wig was absolutely fucking hysterical. All right, so he's in New Zealand, and he just is like, I'm just going to go out there wearing a wig.
Here, what can I say? Fuck you, right?
It literally takes 30 seconds for somebody in a New Zealand to say, what's with the fucking wig?
I wonder how that ended. How did he end up taking it up, be like, this is just a joke, and like completely bail on the bit, or did he leave it on for the entire show? If anyone in New Zealand witnessed that, please, by all means, let me know.
What's this about, Dara? I think it's because you've just sat down. Because I do it too.
There is a healthy amount of fan fiction being written about us.
There's
Okay, all right. Somebody in the comments was telling me, I was talking about Richard Herring in a previous video, probably raging about him winning. And somebody in the comments was like, you should watch his podcast with Greg Davies. It's like one of the better episodes, blah, 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 blah. And I went and looked for it. There's two of them. There's an old one and then there's a newer one. And I was like, well, I don't know which one this person's talking about, so I'm going to go with the first one. And that's the one where Richard Herring goes on far too long about some really awkward and uncomfortable Greg Davies fan fiction that was out there. Some of it was actually quite fucking gross. One thing that did crack me up was a woman say that, well, maybe it was a man, who knows, that they wanted Greg Davies to cover them in milk and then lick it off like a giant cat. And Greg's like, yeah, I'd do that. It's like, fucking hell, Greg. So I'm assuming that this person, because they said they were at the show, is probably talking about the second one, hopefully, because that first one was absolutely fucking scarring for me.
Called A Big Boy Like You. It's quite detailed, 7 chapters. It features Ed Gamble as well. It's quite...
Did Gamble write it? Is that why he makes a cameo? Oh my god. If they read this, I don't know if I can handle it, especially if they read a Gamble cameo.
What's Ed up to?
He's fiddling about in the kitchen as we fiddle about in the bedroom.
On his own?
Acaster's there as well.
What the fuck is happening? Oh god. Oh no. Fucking, I was not prepared for Acaster to be brought into this. If Phil Wang shows up, then I'm out. We're done. The reaction's over.
To tick a box saying, are you okay with adult content? And I wasn't.
Oh no! Oh, Alex! Oh, I can't even. I can't do it. Jeepers, fuck me. I don't even know what that means. Oh, jeez. I'm only 2 minutes into this and I am dying. Morgana is fucking dying. We're all dying. Savvy dude. Look at these faces right here. Dara's just going along with the joke. Kyle is like, oh, are we really about to do this? Sarah fucking Kendall looks like she's actually kind of enjoying it. I don't know if Sophie's enjoying it. She doesn't look like she is. And God knows what's going through Morgana's mind right now.
So, Greg, you're disqualifying Morgana.
Thank God that's the end of it.
Yeah, but that wasn't in the task. You didn't serve Alex food.
Get in this.
Hang on. It was Alex.
In the task, it says, if you do that, you get disqualified. It doesn't say if you don't
do the task.
Why do anything on this whole show?
I think that's the broader question.
I'll say it one more time.
Yeah. Say it with the actual word.
Yeah. Yeah, here's Sarah's existential dear.
Alex.
Yeah, here's Sarah's crisis.
Did you drink any shampoo before the show? Is that why you're a little bit, you know, a little bit tipsy?
Yeah, I didn't just sit there quietly.
Can there be a bigger contrast between that and... It's just a UK spider.
I don't know, it could be an immigrant if it wants, I don't know.
Right, I pop it in my pocket, I wouldn't think twice.
Yeah, but you're massive and your pockets are like ages away. So,
Oh, what was that? Spider in the pocket?
No, he wanted to have a whole bag of grapes in his mouth.
Oh, Jesus. That does sound dangerous.
To make it severe, I'm here to win, Greg.
Okay.
Like last time.
What a burn!
I had an electric drill and I took all the doors off the hinges in the entire school.
Really? Alex!
Yeah, stack them up.
What would James Acaster and Ed Gamble say about that? Good Lord, that was unbelievably funny. That fan fiction part was just killing me. Dara and his fucking wig, I'm so glad we got to see that again. That was always a delight. And Greg going full Dr. Evil on Kyle with his zip, love it, because Kyle, there's something real youthful about his like energy as well. Like I feel like getting down on that kind of like kind of like level with him is great because he's still he can't like figure out a path around it. He just has to keep going forward with his like discussion and trying to make his point, and it just always makes for great interactions, great TV. I wish we got more Morgana in this video. I love Morgana, she's great, and Sophie Duker for that matter as well. This is a great lineup right here. Sarah Kendall is really so funny. Her kind of humor just boils under the surface so much. You forget she's there, you forget she was even a part of it, and then when you see her do anything, you're like, oh yeah, that's right, she's absolutely fucking hysterical. All these guys were great in the Champion of Champions. That was fun. That was fun. I'm glad somebody clued me in that there were outtakes for the Champion of Champions. Are there outtakes for, what's it called? New Year's Treat? So that might be one for the 2024 New Year's Treat. So when I do that, I might even just do the outtakes at the end. What I'd love to see from shows like this, like, so Taskmaster has got all these, like, outtakes and shit, right? I would love for them to go and edit all this stuff back into the movie. I always thought that they should have, like, an option on a DVD where it would include all the deleted scenes, like in the continuity of the movie of where they would have originally been kind of shot, with some kind of like disclaimer that like this is a deleted scene obviously. But I feel like with Taskmaster it would be perfect. You could include all this other stuff, you can upload it on the website where, you know, it doesn't matter what it's like rated or anything like that. Alex, if you are listening, by all means do this thing and make these super duper cuts, the Alex Horn cut, call it, of each episode with all your extra footage, and I would react to them all again? Shit. Actually, maybe don't. You know what? Actually do. But let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on this one. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Go to patreon.com/FWCI if you want to support the channel further. And stick around for more Taskmaster. And as always, everyone, be well, stay safe, look after your friends, ta-ta, and farewell.
Eclair is competitive, but also doesn't give a shit. Disqualified bitch, please, your rules are illegitimate. Jenny ain't admitting it, she didn't consider it. Alex Horn could take his task and shove him up his middle bit.